This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Ooh.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to become an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. My name is Kiki. We have Triciejay. We have Eric in the studio. And I may or may not I may or may not have just made a mistake and they're looking at me crazy, and this is why they're looking at me crazy, because I didn't push record. And so we was about 15 minutes in, and the recording had not begun, but it has now. And so we are here. They have already low-key cursed me out.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
We back like we never left. And welcome. This is season 6. This is a to-go plate episode where we are actually just kind of catching up with each other, getting everybody on the same page, and preparing ourselves for Big Brother, Canada, as well as Survivor.
Absolutely. We back.
So we back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. There we go.
Welcome back. Look, how are you guys doing? I haven't seen you all in a minute. What is good?
I'm babysitting.
Life has been on it's been on slow mode since
It's been on slow mo.
Yeah, it has. Just chilling, being at the house, enjoying the unemployed life and resting and whatnot. Preparing
Come on here,
for
rest.
what's next.
Yes, indeed. And Latrice, you said you have been like I could just call your government name.
Babysitting, girl. I took 2 hours before the pod to get 2 children to bed, right? And I'm like, okay, Ryan, bam, easy. He was in that thing. Got your little tablet. You can be on that for a couple minutes because it's about to die in about 14 seconds. And then I got the cartoons on the TV on the sleep timer. He ate, bath, let's go. Sierra, another story. She was ready to go sleep.
Newborn life.
She is sitting right next to me, looking like who gonna talk to me next.
She want to be a part of the podcast.
She trying to be a part. She trying.
Man,
let her
be.
So yeah, she'll get her shine eventually.
But
what you been up to, Kiki?
Right. It's been a minute since we saw Kiki or her.
Been a long minute.
It has been a minute. So, I mean, I was sick. I was in the hospital. I was in ICU for a little bit. I got out, and have ever since being out of the hospital, I've been going in and out, getting procedures and things done. But I want us to take this moment just to say this. Like, I'm very grateful to be in the land of the living. I had my vision. I had lost my vision in one of my eyes and gone to the eye doctor. And he immediately sent me to the emergency room after he saw bleeding behind my eyes, and they said that I had high blood pressure. My blood pressure was 280 over 176.
My goodness.
And they obviously immediately admitted me into the hospital, into ICU. Took them a while to get everything managed and everything else. But mind you, I've never been sick, never been on medication, nothing. Didn't know I had high blood pressure. So this was out of the blue. And so I totally understand why people call it a silent killer.
But you know what?
This thing could have really took me out of here.
But you know what? It's just an example of
what's that?
Jesus is a bomb in Gilead. Jesus, come on.
Yeah,
is a bomb in Gilead.
Yeah, you better sing, Eric Rollerson.
Come on now.
You better sing on top of this testimony. But I definitely wanted to say that, for those of you who are not taking health and everything seriously, please do, because child, it ain't playing with us.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? So, and blood pressure
will sneak up on you. With my first kid, with Ryan, that's why he was born. My baby was born prematurely, 27 weeks, and I went in because of my blood pressure. I had never had no issues with my blood pressure ever, not once in a day. I don't even remember what my blood pressure was, but Dave was like, ma'am, you about to have a stroke in about 4 seconds. And I was like, I'm watching Netflix. What are y'all talking about? So, when they say it's the silent killer, it's very silent. So, especially in the Black community.
Please take care of y'all.
Black and brown community. Oh, yeah. Please just get your blood pressure checked, because you never know. You could be feeling perfectly fine and be on Jesus steps. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
knocking on the door.
knocking on
Yeah.
Jesus'
Yeah.
door. Lord, I ain't ready yet.
But he on the other end. Get ready to
Yeah.
open the door.
Listen,
Right.
ready.
So I'm glad to be looking into you all's faces today.
Absolutely.
I
For
know
sure.
I missed
I do
y'all.
not
It's
take
been
that
missed y'all
it's been a
too.
long minute.
Yes.
It's been a long,
Yeah.
long time coming, but we here.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, sir.
We
But I
here.
am actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and pass the mic to you, Trees, to kind of get us up to speed on what's happening in television land. Both of you guys, really, what are you guys watching? What's up?
Well, go ahead, Eric.
Oh, I was gonna say one of the shows that was really popular back in January last month. February is long.
It felt like it was so
little
long
month, huh?
ago.
I know.
I was like, what's that
uh,
last month? It felt like
was
it about
last
3-4
month.
months ago we watched it.
It seemed like forever. We were watching The Traitors. So I don't know if you listeners and viewers, if you've seen The Traitors, but it was a show comprised of 20 cast members, 10 being reality stars, 10 being regular people like you and I. But the main reason, if we're going to be honest, we was watching for Sari Fields and Rachel Riley. They were the main reasons.
That's it.
I love them.
And they did not disappoint. Rachel did what she always does. Just she brought the drama and she was a fierce competitor. But let's talk about Queen Sari. She held it down. She did what needed to be done. She was one of the traitors. So 3 out of the 20 were traitors. Sari, Cody, Calafury, whoever I say that man name, from Big Brother, and then a regular person named Christian, where everybody else was considered faithfuls. And the goal was for the faithfuls to get rid of the traitors to win the $250,000 at the end. Unfortunately for the faithfuls, they were not very good at the game because there are 10 episodes, right? They did not get rid of one traitor until episode 7. So every time after a challenge, there was a round table, right? And they would vote to banish who they thought was a traitor. But each time it was like,
Look,
but I'm a faithful.
one
Sorry
L,
for y'all.
So
I'm
are they
another
faithful.
L, and another L, and another L.
So are they losing money with that? Like, how
No.
me to understand?
No. So
Okay.
they're just losing players because at the end, at the final 4, if there is at least just one traitor left, the traitor wins the money. But if there are no traitors left, the faithfuls get to win and split.
Yeah.
Split the pot.
So your goal is to get all the traitors out so you can win the money.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
Mhm.
Can you guys let the viewers and listeners know what look, and let me know too? What station is this played on?
Peacock.
What platform? Okay.
It's on Peacock. Peacock been coming out with the hits, y'all. They got Bel Air. We're gonna talk about Bel Air too.
Wait,
Look,
hold
not today.
on. Look, we gonna get to
Has
it.
Bel Air, when does that start back? Has it please don't tell me it started.
23rd.
Oh, my feelings was about to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look, she was about to go hit play, huh? No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. You gonna be
speed
lying.
up and watch it real quick.
Oh, my feelings was gonna be hurt if I missed the
You got
beginning
time.
of that. Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, continue.
So yes, it's on Peacock. And Queen Sari did what she needed to do. The best part was, so the first traitor to go home was Cody, as he should. Sari and Christian decided to turn on him because he was doing too much. He was yipping that mouth and causing too much, attention to get put on them. But before she did it, it was letting us know, like, Cody, everybody's like, oh, Cody this and Cody that. But it's like when you up against a real master strategist and someone who is a strong-willed person and know what they want in the game, he couldn't do nothing with Sari because he was like, I'm not friends with Ryan. She's like, I know y'all big, buddy buddies outside of this house. Shit, don't even lie. She was like, I'm not. She's like, well, write his name down then. I'll write it down. She said, write it down. She said, I've been passive. I've let them control what was going on and whose name getting written down. But tonight, the vote's going the way I want it to go.
Ooh, I know that's right. Come
and
on,
guess what happened? Ryan's name was written down, and Ryan was gone. So Queen Sari did what needed to be done. And then after that, she took Cody out. And beyond all of that, just to wrap it up, because we ain't going to spend too much time on it, Sari won this game, y'all. She got the win, and she was the sole traitor.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So does the traitors know who each other are?
Yes.
Okay.
So they went child. They go into this little cave looking room, and they got little hoods. I like, did you have to do all that? I guess for it to be dramatic, but yeah, they had little little hoods, like they was in episode of Harry Potter or something.
Hilarious.
So we're just so proud of Sari. She deserves it, and it just really solidified that she is the GOAT. Okay, the greatest to ever do it. Like, we know she deserved to win Survivor at least 3 times out of the 4 that she didn't play. But it really showed us that she knows what she's doing when she plays these games, and she got the win that she deserved. So please go watch it.
And you know what's exciting to say, that in a reality show, because reality TV, it's great to say that in the episode or the show Traitors that we have our first Black winner on the first season of Traitors. We didn't have to wait 25 seasons. We didn't have to wait 20 seasons. So I hope we get more seasons of the Traitors, and I hope
it was renewed.
Continue. Oh, it already got renewed?
It did.
Come on now. Wait, before we get off topic Traitors, though, I do want to say this, Eric, in your opinion. Kiki, you can cue in on this too, I guess. But do y'all think that it's better for them to do reality stars, just the entire cast? Because they did have half reality stars and then half, everyday people. Some people I know, like, as I was following along on the timeline on Twitter or whatever, that some people thought it was kind of like one-sided. And so I'm curious to see. I would love to see it mixed. Like, I would like we got this season where it was half reality people, half regular people. I would like to see a season where it's just all reality people. Season 3, let's do one with all regular people. I mean, I like different. Yeah. So what's your opinion?
Look at me about to chime in with an opinion as if I watched the show.
I knew you was. So that's like, Kiki, you too. You know what you like to see.
No, let me say this, because I ain't watched the show, but I do have an opinion. And my opinion is very much, I feel like when you do half and half, it's too much fanboyish stuff. And I didn't watch Traitors to know, but I think of like Big Brother, when you have returnees come on the show and then everybody flocking and following behind and being a fan.
And it's an automatic setup
to win.
And I'm a beater. But here's the thing. This is the problem. See, I'm a fan for it being, because I want to play with some of my favorite people.
I knew you was about to say that.
Okay, look, because I want to do it. I'm up for the challenge, whether it's Big Brother or Traitors or whatever. I'm up to play with some of these legends, the icons. But and I'm not like some of these people that were on Traitors. You're not gonna suck up all my shine because I'm a star, baby. So you're gonna put some attention on me because I'm here to play this game too.
I know that's right.
So whether I want to, like, oh my God, I'm playing with Rachel, I'm playing with Sari, but I'm here to win. And that's what I'm not here to forget. And that's what I feel like people do when they get in these situations, when veterans or other stars that they know, they gawk and they fangirl and whatever, and they lose track and they just get steamrolled and rolled over. Not I. I'm a join with you, but I'm gonna be plotting.
Ministry, huh, Eric?
It ain't mine. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't know how people lose track of why you there.
It's that fangirl spirit. That fangirl spirit, you gotta let it go. You gotta know when to put it on the shelf. And a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be in the dining room freaking out.
Say that later. Ooh, yeah, I got to play with my favorite. Yeah, say that for the DR. Now, when we in the game, baby, we here. We on the same page. You not above me.
Yeah. So I will say, though, on top of that too, though, maybe I would say decreasing the amount of celebrities. So maybe 5 out of the 20 and the other 15 be regular. So that way it's more regular people, but still some celebrity aspect. Because again, I do feel like they did sometimes, a lot of times, overshadow the regular people in favor of.
I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna be real. I can't tell you like one person name that was a regular.
I remembered a few.
I don't remember. I remember by their face, but do I know their name? Nope.
I remembered a few, but they all sucked at the end of the day. So
yeah.
And audience, I want our audience to kind of chime in on this one. And so how about this? I think we'll pose a question on Twitter, really, to ask, what's your opinion on that? Like, what's your opinion on having the mix, having fans and reality stars playing together?
Right.
Take it or leave it. Which one? We'll put a poll up. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are.
And I guess, this just makes me think too, while we're on the subject of Traitors, a very similar show, The Mole season 2 was renewed and they are now casting.
Yes. Interesting.
Interesting, exactly. And so I think they could potentially work around, kind of do something that the Traitors did. Maybe do some reality stars in there in the mix, as well as regular people
That'll
for
be
this new
interesting.
season. So we shall see how that turns out too. And we'll
Shout out
when they
to Kasi, who won the first season of The Mole.
well, she didn't win. She was the mole.
Oh, she was the mole. Excuse me. She didn't win.
Will won.
Yeah.
Will won. We can't talk today.
Let me see. Let me be
Because
quiet.
we just getting back in the game, y'all.
I'm about to say something messy, but I'm gonna say that
I-
for another
great
But
time.
shout out to our sisters, Samara Joy and Joy Schweitzer.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah.
Trish, you were talking about earlier. You mentioned a bunch of shows. You mentioned Ant-Man. You mentioned you.
You know what? I want to talk about what show do I want to talk about next? I want to
After the
talk about
Altar.
yes, you already know. I want to talk about Love is Blind. We just gonna pop in on this quick because the show
trash.
Oh,
garbage,
there you go. Basura.
Trash.
Listen,
Ooh.
I ain't even watched. I'm gonna be rude, y'all. I ain't even watched the last 3 episodes because it's given like forced to watch. Okay, so as the season or as they put on these little before they put these little 3 episodes up at the end, we already got a little tea. We've been sharing back and forth. I think this was back in I don't even know if it was in December, January, whenever it was. Somebody on TikTok done put up all this tea. She got receipts. She got pictures with SK. They've been on vacations. They've been here. They've been there. Baby, the receipts is long, like a CVS receipt. You hear me? So listen, it was long. And apparently, this white woman had been hanging around with SK, and they had been dating. She allegedly said that she hit up damn, what's the girl name? Raven. She had hit up Raven, and Raven was responding to her. And then on the show, as they went back, they didn't show all that tea from TikTok, but you can tell she did like a little confessional on the episode, and she kind of like dipped into it, and she was, hurt, and she was distraught. She was saying that they didn't reach out to her, so I don't know who telling the truth in that. But moral of the story was, I just had to say, I told y'all so. Go back in episodes. I told y'all SK won.
You did. You did say that. And I just wanted
everybody
to believe.
was loving it.
And for me, and Kiki can talk about how she really felt, because I feel like she was more in agreement and versus I feel like I was the only one that really wasn't. And it wasn't because I didn't believe SK wasn't beep. I just thought, I was like, this is I was just wanting to believe in them so bad because it's like they're unconventional couple. Like at first, really, if I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was Raven kind of like, I just said yes to this man so I can get some screen time. But to come down to it, like she was really in love with this man.
It kind of felt like it was the other way around, kind of. Like he got on the TV show to just be cute. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where it was. It turned out to be because, like, Raven is beautiful. And at first she did annoy me. I was like, girl, you fully yourself.
Yes.
But I was like, SK is a nice man. But to really, and that just shows you that TV is nothing. Like you really can't based off that because you don't know these people. We don't know these people.
We judging books by the cover, child.
And okay, but she did give herself to be judged when she was doing jumping jacks with all over telling us.
Yeah,
but
I guess that she said she was bored. You know what? I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, because Bartisa's trash too. But it just, I really hate that for her because she really did turn out to be more than just that surface level type of chick that we thought she was. And for him to not embarrass her once, but twice, to sit here and propose to this woman twice.
Kiki, he proposed to her again.
And they showed it.
Really?
He was like, Raven is my everything. She make me feel unstoppable.
She cried. Had a nice ring. I hope she kept that ring.
I would too. It was big.
And sold it.
It looked like he paid a nice little penny for it. Yeah, I would have took that ring and would have put a down payment on a new house.
Yes. Reparations.
Yeah, please.
I hope she did. Because that was his ring. That wasn't Love is Blind ring. I think that was his money ring.
Yes, I think so too. But you want to know what I think? So this is my thought watching the episode. So SK was going back to I think he was in school, California, right?
Yeah.
He was in school, California, so he would come back home to Dallas to visit Raven and family and stuff. I think he was stuck out with Raven just so he can have a place to stay when he come into town because them Airbnbs get high. And maybe he didn't want to be at his mama house. Because it looked like he was looking for a roommate. If you were looking for a roommate, you could have just said that. And that's
because
what
he definitely moved. They moved in together for sure.
Yep.
Y'all, my issue though with this whole Love is Blind thing, like after the first season, I feel like people are everybody who signs up for Love is Blind, 99.9% of the people who are signed up for Love is Blind is enough to be on television. I just totally believe that. I totally believe in my other unpopular opinion is that Alexa and old dude was already a couple before the show. That's my theory.
I think so too.
I don't feel like they had just met. I really don't believe that. I need somebody to prove me wrong on that. I just don't. None of this stuff.
Because T came out about him because you know how they just act like they were just the perfect couple. Everything was so smooth and high on his horse, up way looker. And it's just like, first of all, you came out that he was like really abusive to his last girlfriend or whatever.
I was just about to ask if he was an abuser.
He was an abuser. And also the way he's projecting on Cole, allegedly. But the way he's projecting on Cole, my wife's best friend, you treating her like this, and I don't have nothing to do with you. And being the way he treated Cole is like you're projecting because Cole has done nothing to you specifically for you to be treating him like this. I don't even want him here. I don't even want to talk. I can't shake your hand. And till you fix that, what's going on with Zay, then there's nothing between us. And it's like, why are you so belligerent? Why are you getting so bellicose?
In women's business, like at this point. You really all up and through your girls.
Listen.
What did Nene say? You need to roll with these fellas and quit trying to roll with these women.
No, seriously. Like you real emotionally involved in somebody else's business. Like at some point we need to take a step back.
Because what the girls got going on ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. Nothing.
Yeah.
Cole ain't did nothing to you.
Right.
That's between Cole and Zay. And at the end of the day, that really shouldn't have been no much with that because they rolled the clips. They rolled the clips back for us.
Clips was run that night.
Listen, in the same breath.
And so for him to say, "I just don't like you calling her fat and you doing this and you saying
he
this
never
about
called her fat.
He never once called her fat.
He did. Now Cole that man ain't perfect, but he ain't never said
he's
that.
So immature. Let's not
get
it twisted.
Much growth to be had.
Yes.
And so what else happened on this little?
Let me see. Cole and Zay, they were irrelevant to me. She was beating a dead horse. You don't like me.
But he was really in love with her. That's the thing. I'm just like, this boy was really in love with her.
That made me, I kind of was like, I don't really think he was feeling her. But the fact that he got that drunk, I think he was compensating like at that party. I really think he did do, I don't know, past tense, present tense, have feeling for her. The way he got that drunk to just deal with the situation.
Acting a fool.
I said, oh, okay. But hold up. I have to say this. When he was drunk and he was talking to Alexa mama, Kiki, Alexa mama is the same age as Alexa, damn near.
She is.
He was just like, wait, you're not her mom. And she was like, oh, I'm Alexa's stepmom. But y'all are like the same age. Wait, you're like my age. Wait, you're like younger than me. You're like younger than her. And then was it Barty like, hey, you got
they got on my nerve. He's about, come with me, walk with me. His little superiority complex.
Like, this is the only entertaining of this episode. Let this be messy. Keep going, Cole.
So why we bring it up, Raggedy Bartiz? It's just like he was irrelevant too because Nancy. Because at first she had me in the first half because she was like, "We're gonna still be friends and we're gonna da da da." And they
baby,
were still
I was about to go in on her.
I was like, "You big balloon-headed, hot air, no brain cells. Are you kidding me right now?"
What balloon-headed?
Because it was pissing me off. Because like, sis, wake up, stand up. Stand up. But I'm so glad her mom, I will always stand Steve, that's her brother, and her mom, Nancy's mom and brother, because they finally got through to her.
Nancy's mom was not backing down.
She said, what is your benefit being his friend? And she was like,
that part.
Oh yeah. Wake up.
And then when Bartiz had the nerve to say, what do you mean? How does my friendship benefit you? Who would say that? Baby, if you're not my friend benefiting me emotionally, any kind of way, right, you should be helping be my friend. You know what I'm
That
saying? That don't make sense, but you know what I'm saying. You should be giving me some kind of benefit for my life in the positive sense.
Right.
And if you're not doing nothing for me, then no.
Because he wants, and what I said is he wants to keep her on the leash because when he was with the boys, he's like, oh no, we're just friends. We cool. I don't have no feelings for her. We just chilling. So, okay, when she said she don't want to be friends no more, you got so upset real quick because like she cutting that leash and you wanted to hold on to that leash so you could feel like you could have her in her back pocket, and she's done. So thankfully she walks away and that's done. But we're gonna wrap this up because we're getting ready to the last little couple. We need somebody to go check on Colleen.
Hold on, listen. I only got one thing to say about them.
Again,
because everybody know that everybody was in our social media. Colleen looked like she
wounded. She looks wounded.
She looked like she
a prisoner.
What's it called? Jesus, pregnancy.
Stockholm.
Stockholm. You already know where I'm going. She got Stockholm syndrome. But to me, they're inside them 3 episodes they gave us. Whatever I did watch, it looked like this was rehearsed. It looked like, all right, Colleen, this is your line.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's his name? Jake. What's that boy name?
I can't even remember.
I don't even remember.
Matt.
I feel like his name not Jake, but he looked like Jake.
Not Jake.
It's Matt.
Okay, but we gonna call him Jake. Jake looked like it looked like the whole time they was giving so many lines. And it felt so uncomfortable that they would just like giggle after everything. Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Kiki, you need to go watch it because it's so boring, but you need to see what we talk about. It was
so forced. And they don't live together. It's been a year now, and they still don't live together.
Talking about we got to do it.
You married. Did they say why?
She said he don't want. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What did he say?
He didn't want to break his lease, pay $5,000 to break his lease.
I mean, they should be well out of the lease now. This show was recorded 10 years ago.
And she said she want his dog to get neutered, and he don't want to neuter his dog.
She talking about, I'm not moving in until he get the dog neutered. That's the reason, sis. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
But can we talk about she want a house, and they want 2 different types of houses. She wanted in Dallas. He wanted in Fort Worth.
Child, which is a hopping. I live in Dallas, y'all. It's a hop and a skip from each other. They don't want to move in together. They were just trying to find reason after reason not to be together. And
because they were sitting together, and it was like I forgot what the conversation was, but they were talking, and she said something. He was like, "But that's not what we talked about." She was like, "Oh, but yeah, but no."
Hey, know your line, sweetie.
Yeah, you're sweetie. You know, we this and then
it was so forced.
But Raven, let me tell you about. I need to go look at the interview. They tell there's a whole interview with Raven, right? Apparently, it's not the whole 2-hour clip. So thankfully, because I'm not gonna watch no 2-hour clip, but I need to go back because I had tweeted. I was like, her face tells the whole story. I don't think she really fooled with none of them like that because when she walked in with the girls, she wasn't really talking. Like she was just kind of like, especially Zay. When Zay came in, she was just kind of like,
hold up. Can I talk about that moment with Zay and how I turned my face all the way up when she came in? When Raven looking good in that white dress, and she had a little snarky comment and said, "Why'd you wear white?
Right?
Is this a wedding? Cause she can. Didn't that feel a little like messy?
It was very much so. Yeah,
that sounded like a comment to me.
And so Raven looked good the whole thing, the whole time in her confessionals. Yes, when she mentioned, she was like, Colleen and Matt, they just argue all the time. They try to play it off, but it's like we all see it, and it's so weird and uncomfortable. So it's like if they seeing it and we seeing it, 2 + 2 = 4, and that means something in the what ain't right. Kiki, what you always say?
Something in the milk ain't clean.
Something in the milk ain't clean.
Something in the milk ain't clean, y'all. You know what though? I feel like I'm gonna say this, and then you guys can move on to this next show. But I feel like all these people, all this stuff is gonna die down, and the truth gonna be told after they're out of contract. Because right now, obviously, they were in contract for the episode. Now after the altar and all these little segments or whatever they're doing after, they're gonna ride this stuff on out. Until there's no longer relevance.
Yep.
And
by the time
they're gonna all be broke up,
and the truth is
like season 2 revealed. All of them broke up.
Yeah. Just wait till these checks and stuff stop rolling in and these cameras stop rolling.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a different story.
I feel like the only people being real is Raven right now. She's the only one that's like.
And what's funny is I started off thinking she was the fakest. I was wrong about that. And she the realest.
She the realest.
Yep.
She the realest. So yeah. Moving on from that, what else we got? What's popping?
You. So we've been watching You. There's only 5 episodes up. I don't know why they doing this. Because Netflix, you know why we here. Why are you putting up half seasons of episodes?
This ain't Stranger Things.
This is not TV. This is Netflix. We paid for Netflix so we can watch all the seasons.
Yes, we want to
once.
binge watch the entire season.
Netflix. It should be called Binge Flix. This is what it. That's why we here. But anyways, they only put 5 episodes up. I think it was good. Some people are kind of like, I like it. Now, Eric, did you see the trailer? Did y'all see the trailer?
I never watched the trailer.
I watched the first. I didn't watch the trailer, but I watched the majority of the first episode. So I don't know what really to expect. I just know that he went there for that black girl.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we don't get too much because Kiki hasn't finised. She was in. I love her. I really need.
She was in Kaleidoscope that y'all didn't watch.
She was in Kaleidoscope.
Don't play in my face.
Could not get into Kaleidoscope. I'll give it another chance eventually. But she was also in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and she was very. She played like the little villainy chick. She was very good in that.
She's fine.
Whatever her name. I need to look up. I'm gonna look up her name because
she's fine, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, and then in Kaleidoscope, she had this red hair. My God.
I hated the hair on her. It was too much.
I loved it.
You heard it here. What's her name in real life?
I don't even know.
I'm gonna look up her name. But anyways,
Tanisha something.
Look up her name.
I don't know. Eric got hearts around his eyes right now.
Listen, he in heaven, right?
Let me see. Let's go.
But the season was great. I don't want to give too much because Kiki hasn't finished it yet. But I didn't see the trailer. I've been doing this new thing because Yes, I love her. I think she should be on the list of new up and coming. Absolutely. I don't know how long she's been in the game, but I haven't seen her long. But she's giving high status actress to me. But anyways, I don't know what the trailer gave, but I've been doing this thing lately where I just don't watch the trailers of things anymore because I can dictate what's gonna happen and I won't even watch it. I'll be like, I know how this is going because I watch so many TV shows, I watch so many movies. Like
our minds just work like that.
It do. Like I'll be watching a movie and I said, like I was watching a movie the other day and I said, I bet you this is what's gonna happen. Bam, easy. That's what it was. Turned it off.
To that point.
Go ahead.
It's funny because so y'all know how Encanto was like real big and everybody, Encanto, we don't talk about Bruno, we don't talk about Bruno. So my very first time
they ended up talking about Bruno, didn't they?
They end up talking about Bruno. But my thing is, I always wanted to know, and nobody would say it. You just gotta watch it because we don't talk about Bruno. First of all, it was not that deep. It was not that serious. I just watched it a few months ago back in November.
We're gonna talk about it because I ain't never watched it, and I want to know what the gist is.
It was not. When I tell you, I read that movie from the very beginning to the middle to the end. I was like, this is gonna happen. And they never seen it. And the person I was watching it with, they were like, "How did you?" I'm like, I just knew. Yeah. So it was a good movie, but I don't know if it should have been up there where everybody was saying it. But
see, that's what I'd be stuck in.
Back to You. It did start off slow. I'm gonna say that I for the very first time, I was kind of scrolling on my phone a few times, and I ain't never had to
for me though. And I'm wondering if it's because I didn't watch the trailer. I'm gonna have to watch the trailer. When we come back for our next episode, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together and see.
I didn't watch the trailer though, so I don't know what it was.
And I didn't feel like the episode that I watched was slow.
You didn't? It was just a lot of expository. Like Joe was talking too much.
I needed him to talk so much because I had forgotten what happened since the last season. So I needed a kind of refresher, and I feel like him doing all that darn talking helped me to get refreshed.
It was boring me because it was so much him in his mind talking. I'm just like, dang, you ain't even doing it. You just talking in your head. Like but it did get really good for me after the cliffhanger on season 1, episode 1. I was like, okay. And I really got into it. And I was really trying to figure out what had happened and who the major player was and all of that. So I'm interested to see where it goes from now.
Yeah.
Trees, aren't you?
Me too. I'm very interested. We don't give too much away. But I like the fact, this is not really a spoiler, but a little spoilery. who plays Joe, that's Ben, he actually said for this season he didn't want any sex scenes in the show, which, you know, in season 1 and season 2 he had a nice little you know,
He was
going
hunching all the
on.
time.
Yeah, he was hunching.
Did
And
he say why?
because he wanted to respect his wife.
Come
And
on.
I don't care. I
Mm.
love that. I love
Wow.
that. This I'm gonna only talk 2 more minutes, but I just have to say how much of
Highly respectable.
highly respectable man he is. And to even, I don't know if y'all seen the little TikToks he's done, but there's a
Yes.
black guy in his TikToks. I actually wrote down his Twitter name. I'm gonna give it to y'all in a minute. But there's a black guy on TikTok, and he told the story on his TikTok about it, how he met Penn. It was just some random like meet up, and they just so happened to talk about music and stuff. Penn ended up loving his music, and he was trying to get out there. The pandemic happened. He had a record deal. He lost it because of the pandemic. Then he was just trying to get his music back out there. And so if you see these little cute little videos where Penn is dancing, he's doing that because, you know, he knows he's famous, he's popular. So he's literally putting his music on in the background and dancing with this guy specifically so people can get out there and hear his music. And and he's small time, and it has so much, and the music's actually good. Because, you know, if the music was trash, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. His name is Chris Ute. And his Twitter name is at KRISYUTE. I really want y'all to go check out his music. Shout out to Penn. Because I'm very picky about my music. If you don't catch me in the first 15 seconds, I'm turning it off.
Penn, let's talk. Come on over here, Penn. Let's talk to. Come over here, Penn. We gotta talk to you.
Penn and Chris, both y'all. I would love
come on over here.
Yes, we're gonna shoot them a DM. But anyways, watch you. The next 5 episodes come out like March 9th. March.
I'm gonna be ready for the next 5.
Yes,
you finish the first 5 first.
Listen, and finish. I need you to finish it by Tuesday.
Tonight,
yes.
Really?
Yes, because then you need to finish Bel Air because that's tomorrow. In like 3 days.
Bel Air starts tomorrow, though. I mean, this week.
That's why I said you need to finish you. You got 2 days to finish you. Because, it's the 20th.
The way I'm being fussed at on live broadcast is really like... I ain't been fussed at like this in months.
It's been a while, huh?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's enough for you.
What's our next
Let's
show?
Go to movie. The only thing I want to talk about, we're going to wrap this up here because we're not going to keep y'all all day. I want to talk about Ant-Man. Okay? And when I'm talking about Ant-Man, I mean Kang Dynasty.
And you're giving spoilers to Ant-Man, or you just talking Ant-Man?
I'm going to give y'all a spoiler-free review, y'all, because Ant-Man has only been out for a week. So I don't want to give away nothing to give y'all a chance.
Not even a week, 3 days.
Chat. Yeah. Has it been only been 3 days?
Only been 3 days.
It's been 4. It's today Monday. It came out Thursday, technically.
It came out on the 17th, but
I went
official.
I went Thursday. I went Thursday to see it, so 4 days. So, anyways, the movie is great. I will say there are times where the movie gets a little Disney-like because, you know, they're into the quantum realm. And so there's like little cartoony kind of things. But overall, I thought the movie was great. This movie is Jonathan Majors, hands down. And I'll be very real. Ant-Man was in the movie. It was nice for him to come by and see us.
Yeah. Kang and them is what I called it in the group chat.
Who's Jonathan Majors?
Have you watched Lovecraft Country?
No.
Oh my God. I fell in love with Jonathan Majors in Lovecraft Country. That is my first time seeing him. I love him. He is attractive. I'm gonna send you his picture.
You've seen
him.
Creed, have you seen the previews of Creed 3?
Creed, I haven't seen Creed 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, well,
please,
3 ain't
listen,
came out yet.
One thing about me, don't ask me have I seen any movies.
Because look, the answer gonna be
because the answer is no. So I'm gonna let you carry on.
What about the last black man in San Francisco? That movie?
Nope, ain't seen that either.
She ain't seen nothing.
But go ahead. I'm not even gonna interrupt. I promise. I'm gonna let you go for it. It'd be great.
Not the Majors. Hold on.
I can't see that. Y'all, she's trying to show me a picture right now for those who are listening on Apple right now.
Hold on.
Yeah, I still can't see him. You might have to text him to me. But we're gonna go ahead.
Look at him. Ooh,
Okay, I see him now.
look at
She
them
can't even see
muscles.
him good. Go ahead and just send it to
I'm
us.
gonna
Okay,
send
go
it.
ahead and finish with your Ant-Man.
Anyways, this movie, I saw it for Jonathan Majors. He did great in his role. I think he's gonna be a great villain. And we only really got like a little
A
sneak
little
peek of him.
taste.
Yes. So I really want y'all to go out and see it. He's about to be in Creed 2 next. This is Jonathan Majors. Creed 3. Michael B. Jordan, that was my baby daddy. Jonathan Majors might be second. Okay, well, second and third because I already got a baby daddy. So 2 and 3.
I'm
Yeah,
not doing this with you today, Trish.
yeah.
Oh,
But you
my
have
God.
any TE for Ant-Man? We're gonna get into it after Kiki watch it, but
I really don't have much to. There's nothing to spoil for me. I don't even know what to spoil. So I thought the movie was really good. And this is coming from somebody who's never watched Ant-Man. Like up until Thursday of last week, Wednesday, I hadn't seen either Ant-Man 1 or 2. But I was like, to prepare for this one, I wanted to watch the other two. So I did. And the first one was hilarious. I thought it was brilliantly done. I was cracking up because y'all didn't tell me Ant-Man was a felon. So that took me out. First of all, I was cracking up.
I think I think the first one better. You like the first one or the second one better?
The first one.
Me too.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Cracked up, he was a felon. Then I saw T.I. being head itself. I said, not they didn't got T.I. up in this movie. So that was sending me. And then when they were trying to steal whatever was in that vault in season one, movie 1, Ant-Man was climbing on the wall. I said he should have been Spider-Man the way he was jumping over the thing. But no, I really enjoyed Ant-Man 1. Ant-Man 2 was good. It was a little mid. It was good, but mid and kind of boring.
It goes 1, 3, 2 for me.
Yeah, I would say that, but I could also do 3, 1, 2 because
1, 2.
I really thought this movie was good. There really
So
wasn't.
what are you ranking it as? At between 1 and 10, what would you guys both give it?
I gave it an 8.
Okay. My rating was a 7.8, but I gave it a little extra because it's Black History Month and Jonathan Majors is in it, so I'm giving it an 8. Yeah, I'm doing a solid 8. I would have liked to see more Jonathan Majors. I really thought we'd get a little bit more backstory, but this is his first introduction. This is his first introduction in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
We did see him in the end of Loki. So if y'all haven't seen, you really don't need to necessarily watch Loki. Honestly, you can do a recap if y'all don't want to watch Loki. It's on Disney Plus. You kind of need a little information for the end credits, I guess you could say. But you don't really need. I think they're gonna get more into his story in the next film that he's in.
Yeah,
so I give it definitely go see it
because there was nothing that was like super wow that just jumped out like in some movies. Like when we gave Spider-Man No Way Home a 10 out of 10 because like they brought the other Spider-Mans and then the cohesion of the story. It was just beautifully done. But yeah, 8 out of 10 because there wasn't a wow factor, but the movie was solid, really, really, really good.
And I feel like it's different because Ant-Man is it's not as dark as some of the other storylines, and I think it's light, and I feel like I judge that differently than like Infinity War or
whatever
Infinity War and Endgame. Yes, and like Thor. Even Thor is. I feel like Thor is even in that category now because they're getting a little whatever.
Cheesy.
Yes, but I liked it. I'm a fan of Ant-Man. Not a lot of people love Ant-Man.
I'm a fan too. That made me a believer. I'm a believer now.
Yeah, it's lighter Marvel, and I liked it.
Yeah,
but yeah, go see it, Kiki.
I'm gonna go see it. Y'all got me, interested. So I'm gonna go ahead and see Ant-Man. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all about it. I don't know how much I'm gonna tell y'all about it, but I'm gonna go see it. But I do want to close out our episode with a couple announcements for what to expect for the rest of the season. Of course, we said this is our to-go plate episode where, we're hitting on a lot of different topics. But this season, March 1st, Survivor starts all over again. So we will be back with our episodes, diving into Survivor.
They better do us right.
Listen,
Yes.
don't play me
getting
like last season.
or they getting a cut time slot in a full episode of something else.
Listen.
I'm trying to tell y'all, like, don't play with my time this year,
Listen,
Survivor.
I think
And
Survivor is gonna be good.
I think so too.
Don't say it, Trees.
We gonna wait till our Survivor to go
I think we know the winner.
We gonna do our Survivor to go play here soon. We have
And
already got the cast, so we gonna talk about that soon.
Well, I think we know the winner.
Yes, we are going to do cast breakdowns for Survivor. And March 8th, Big Brother Canada is back.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to we're going to break down the cast. Obviously, we're going to be on these live feeds, watching these episodes, and providing you guys with tea and spoilers throughout the throughout our episodes, so that you guys know the backstory to what's going on with. They edit everything out on the show. So we're going to keep y'all up to date.
And specifically with Big Brother Canada, our little live feeds, live shows is a little shaky right now. So once we find out the links, because we know a lot of people in the United States watch Canada. I don't know why they don't give us the viewership. They putting BBCAN on Paramount. They should definitely put that on there. Yeah, it's all about money, right? But we'll send y'all the info so y'all can
and hopefully we can send y'all the info. We're gonna talk about that, sending the info stuff, because we ain't trying to get in trouble for having y'all
with
illegal acts.
When I say send the info, I mean I'm gonna send you a DM.
Okay.
I ain't trying to get that shit down.
Let's be clear. We're outside of the country of Canada.
Just add me at Triciejay.
We know we got Canada listeners. For our Canadian listeners, if you do know a safer way to, to do all this, just let us know. Just reach out.
I know.
Yes, we're trying to be up to speed. So thank you.
I'm trying to find a cheaper way, but I know a way.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I'm gonna be in Canada.
Yeah,
clearly.
We are gonna be all gonna be in Canada.
I got my passport.
Amen.
On the way.
No.
Anyway, we thank you guys for listening, subscribing, liking, commenting, coming back to our show. We thank you for hanging in there for the first 5 seasons. And we thank you for being back for season 6. And until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.